Hi, I'm SciMaxD, call me Sci, or Max, whichever you prefer. And in this episode of Xenoblade Chronicles Definitive Edition, I'm having Charlotte take the lead so that she has a better chance of actually getting her affinity with Ryan to increase the green. For this episode, we're going to be tackling a bunch of quests that have opened up in Colony 9. First off, hi there! Ain't nothing better than staring at the sky, don't you think? Makes me feel a bit guilty though, like I'm wasting my time while everyone else is working hard. My little sister Dorothy had a go at me about it. She said I ain't gonna have much of a future if I carry on like this. How worrying. Let's sort this out, it'll only be a little bit of a detour for us. You're on, Ryan. I couldn't have just left this. Although I'd argue that this isn't much of a that this is quite the detour. Considering we've gone all the way back down to the heel, to be honest. It really got me thinking. I can't carry on staring at the sky for the rest of my life. But I ain't no good for nothing else. What am I supposed to do? Here I was thinking about what to do next, and along you came. Must be some kind of fate. If you think you're the right ones to find a job for me, I think you're the right ones to find a job for me. Jackson's Awakening. Find someone who will take Jackson on as an apprentice. Thanks. My future's in your hands. You can count on us. We'll get it done. Believe me, I'll put 110% into whatever job you choose. Now we have two ways to go about this. First off, let's talk with Giorgio. If you're trying to find work for someone, then you've come to the right guy. I need a top-notch consultant for my tasty recipes department. That's a nice way of saying food taste tester. While I'm here making the curry, they're coming up with the new menus. Okay, I was mistaken. Then everyone won't have to eat the same old boring curry. So if someone's looking for a job, there's one here for the taking. Only thing is, how can I be sure I can trust the guy? But I trust you at least. So if you're recommending, then I'll give him a try. But I'm not promising to keep him. Oh, that reminds me. Could you go and get rid of some tephra lizards for me? If I should do it, they're eating all the rabbits I need for my curry. I need you to take care of 5 tephra lizards. You just said that. You'll find them in Tephra Cave. Vilio Lake is full of the things. Yada 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 yada. While we're at it, must work harder. What a tonal shift. Keep focused. I'm in the zone. Can't slow down for a second. And 1 plate for you, or maybe 5. Help me. Paula. Oh? What? What's wrong? You think I'm looking a bit funny? You think I'm working too hard? Ha! I mean, I am feeling worn out lately. Times are a bit rough. But that doesn't matter. Not when I think of my cute little daughter. And here we have another branching quest. Do we help Giorgio figure out a way to stop him from meeting a very unpleasant fate? Or do we talk to his daughter? Probably best not to worry his kid about what's going to happen, so listen, I've just cut enough. Yeah, don't worry, okay? Let's talk to him. I can take it. This and more. I'm a big, manly man. Work ain't gonna beat me. Well, if you really want to help, I could do with some fresh almond milk. It's very nutritious. It should keep me going for a bit longer. If for some reason you don't feel like going all the way out here and taking out some low-level Armus, Marsh will be willing to trade. And here are the lizards that we need to take care of in the cave. Anyways, completing those 2 objectives, we speak to Giorgio for work. Wow, mate, you really got me some. Thanks, you're a star. Now it's back to full speed ahead. Okay, I'll slow down a bit. Thing is, Tons of people love my curry. I can't let them down. My customers are really important. The trick is to strike up a good balance between work and family. You do not have a good balance between work and family, mate. You are not kidding anyone. And here we have a HP up increase by 10%, which I'm pretty sure we already have. Yes, we literally, that's literally one of the first gems we got in the game. Oh, you beat the Tephra livers? Yes, I did. Now I know you're doing it, I can help Jackson out. If you think he's worth it, then so do I. In fact, I already got in touch with him. We're planning to start working on a new menu at his house. I feel like we're going to work really well together. Thanks for setting it all up. We'll get back to this in a moment. You sometimes ever feel like there's not enough land skip travel points here in the residential district? Thanks! I just spoke to Giorgio. He wants me to come up with a new menu. Good, it was our pleasure. Yeah, it feels good to do a good deed. Yep, yep, my great juices can be put to use in thinking up recipes. I'll think up it. Start thinking up the recipes. Come and try the new menu. See you around. Strength up 25. It's okay. Going back here quickly. I've been waiting for you. I'm doing a pretty good job coming up with new menus. It's just that I think some rare ingredients could spice it up a bit. It'd be brilliant if you could get them for me. What do you say? I haven't got enough time to sit down, let alone figure out some go finding ingredients. How worrying. Yeah, it definitely ain't good. This is a pretty big deal for me. I can't let my boss down. I'd never forgive myself. I know you're busy, but I need your help. I need some raw piranhax meat. Can't get a hold of the stuff. We've only got one. And when you have slotted weapons, always check to see how many there are. We've got one slot for this particular pile driver. Thanks, I'm counting on you. You can get the raw mix of kits, you've got the difference, or whatever, you can count on us. The reason I bring this up is because I've already managed to find 3 2-slot versions of the pile driver. As you can imagine, this and the other quest we're doing are going to be optional. As in, I will head to a previous save once we're done. Speaking of that other quest, Giorgio has there's a continuation to his branching chain. Glad you're here. Could I bend your ear for a minute? I have a favor to ask. I'm here to listen. Yeah, I'm a good listener and all. I only went with Lol's food. How fitting. I bet you can guess. Come on, isn't it obvious? It's Paola! She seems so lonely. Could you go and play with her? Isn't that your job? Yes. Ah, come on, that's not fair. Paola likes you guys. Don't you think she'd rather play with you than on her own? I think she'd rather play with you than with us. Nice one. I think she'll be really happy to see you. You can count on us, we'll do good. Catching Paola first. Huh? You've come out to hang out with me? Oh, thank you. Oh, I see. Daddy must have asked you. Like, as a favor. Why won't Daddy come and hang out with me himself? Maybe he wants me to be a better daughter. That must be it. Hey, what if I helped everyone by beating up some monsters? Then he'd see how good I am. There's this fiendish bandit around the hill at Cliff Lake. This is going really great. Yes, it's a terror. But I'm just a little girl. Could you defeat it for me? If I do something good, Daddy will see what a good girl I am. Yes, you are very good for actually asking the capable combatants to take care of this instead of going on your own. This kind of thing is a breeze for you, right? Please help me out. Well, I mean, we are pretty over-leveled. Going back to Jackson after gaining the Piranhax meat. Have you brought it? Cheers! Nice and fresh, just like how I like it. They're raw. Doesn't like a fresh sardi meat, but I better use it quickly. It worked! That tastes so good! Looks like Giorgio's coffee shop is about to get a new menu. Good, it was our pleasure. Yeah, it feels good to do a good deed. Oh no! It's good, but I need 10 days just to soften the meat to be edible. I can't mass produce this. Might be a bit too high class for the local curry shop. I can't use it, can I? Is my boss gonna have a go at me? Just remember, you can completely miss taking items if you choose to go with quit and confirm. Going back to Paola's request? Wow, you beat it! The whole colony will feel safer now. I can hold my head high and say, my friends beat the fiendish bunnet. Good, it was our pleasure, I think everyone will be grateful. Thanks for hanging out with me. It was the most fun ever. Did she have fun? Good stuff, mate. Good, it was our pleasure. You can hang out with her again sometime, you know? Wait, no, I need to stop doing this. I'm the one that has to spend time with her. I'm being selfish. Yes, you are. Finally, you realize. Thanks for the day anyway. Anyhow. And so we see that Jackson seems to be having a decent life at the moment. It could be better. Looking at the B side for both of those two quests, let's speak to Kenny Rohan first. I see you're looking for potential employers. Your face says it all. He's got a good eye. I joke. Rumors of your work travel fast and hard in the colony. Well, there's also the whole time loop sort of. Yeah, it's for the boy who's always staring at the sky, isn't it? The sky. It can be a picture, it can be music, it can be poetry. The sky is like a work of art. I don't mind looking after the boy. Of course, I'll need something in return. How about it? Exterminate the tephra lizards at Villia Lake and Tephra Cave. It was literally the same requirement, wasn't it? It is, isn't it? I know the boy, he'll need more than impulse on a tiny piece of sky. One day he'll have to go to Tephra Cave to see the whole sky. I mean, it's an interesting motive. Silly, because they'll respawn by the time he finally gets there. But I think it's worth clearing a path for when that time comes. Sometimes it's necessary to shed blood in the name of art. Is that supposed to be a metaphorical? Or... we'll get to that quest marker eventually. Going back to Giorgio now and initiating his whole future care. Accept it. Now we're not going to help him because, frankly, that was irresponsible of him to just keep working despite the fact that his body's about to give out from exhaustion. Going back in time by an hour? What? Daddy's working himself to death? I told him to be careful! I don't want him to die, so please, save my daddy! I don't have a mummy, so I can't lose my daddy as well. Girl, your reaction is very understandable. I used to give him a shoulder massage every morning. He said I was so good at it. I bet that's why he gets tired now. I wish that was just the reason, but I feel like it's much worse than that. He should at least go home and sleep once in a while. But he never does. It's just work, work, work. All day, every day. It's okay though. I have a plan. Oh no. I'll pretend I faded, and you can call Daddy to help me. It'll look more convincing if I eat a few insanity mints. Could you go to Tephra Cave and get 3 of them for me? I don't have any of these! Also, since we're here, Noreen wants me to do what? Take a look at the 2 boys. I'm sorry, I don't know why I found it so silly. Well, it's like these kids have an X-ray vision or something that can just... or like their own UI that they can easily just see like, oh yeah, here's a friendship test or... oh, I get it. Check to see how good their friendship is. Hey, it's totally improved. Shulk and Ryan are looking much more like real best friends now. I'm so jealous. I wish me and Noreen were like that. But I get... I knew it was gonna happen, but it still feels tad contrived. Granted, I never quite understood that statement of girls are from Venus, men are from Mars, quote or whatever. I mean, isn't Mars a Greek goddess? Female? And all that? Or Roman? Oh, it's been so long since I last did history. I bet they can't, you know. If you think otherwise, prove it. This is why I held off on initiating this quest until we got further in the story. Insanity mints aren't the easiest to come by. Gorman can really take a lot of the grief out of this. Before we go, however, since we're next to the gem man, just wanted to show you guys what Charlotte's traits as a shooter and engineer are for gem crafting. As a shooter, whenever the gentle flame is activated during a turn or whatever, the cylinder gauge will increase much more. Not great with the guys, but much like what we found out with Paolo, there's more party members, obviously. As an engineer, her gentle fate is average, but as you can see, she's not the greatest in engineering. Much like her weapon type, she's good at shooting, so that's worth noting. Heading back to Kenny Rohan now? Good work. I'll take him under my wing and make him into the best sky artist. Go and tell Jackson for me. Tell him your heart is boundless like the very sky itself. Back here with Jackson during the day. I'm gonna become Kenny Rohan's student. He'll mold me into the greatest sky artist? That sounds amazing! Wow. Now my hobby is going to be my job. I hope you have a second hobby to make sure your first doesn't get too tiring and monotonous. Anyways, it don't get much better than that. Good, it was our pleasure. Charlie, you're medic, right? No wonder you're like helping people. Yes, but that's not the only reason. I just like making people happy. I'm glad I asked you to take care of this. Here's a little something to say thanks. Hey, you're just in time. I need your help with a job. I'm here to listen. I think my teacher will give me a reward, but you can have it. It's pretty easy, really. There's a strange bug that's been bothering people around here. I can't see it anywhere near here right now, though. Anyway, my teacher doesn't want it interfering with his work. That's why he asked me to get rid of it. Why does your teacher hate bugs? They haven't done anything to him. But he was saying it disturbs him when he paints outside. Ah, I got it. I bet it's because he only wants to set his eyes upon beautiful things. I think the bug was last seen around Kneecap Hill. It's on the other side of Tephra Cave. Fancy doing a bit of pest control? And here we've got a Dimwisp. Thanks. It's called Dimwisp. It's a nasty one, so you better be careful. You can count on us, we'll get it done. Yeah, we'll sort it out. Meeting back with Paola. You got them? That's really cool, you guys. Wow, they stink. I almost feel like I might actually pass out. Anyways, these should do nicely. Go and tell Daddy I fainted. Leave the rest to me. Also, I just realized that Miller also offers insanity mints. Oops. Because I keep forgetting you can basically just jump through this and not be restricted. What? Paola fainted? Oh no, my poor little girl! I'll be back later, thanks for helping me what happened! Turns out she was just pretending. I gave her a right telling off. But I know why she did it, and it's all my fault. I haven't been spending enough time with her. I'm a bad dad. Child talk. But I'm gonna fix it, even though it means making less curry. But we're not done yet. I hate having to say this, but since I started spending more time with Paola, my curry's got worse. People keep saying it's not how it used to be. They can't finish it. My home life is more fulfilled, but work's gone to the dogs. It's safe to say I've hit a slump. How worrying. Yeah, it doesn't sound quite bad. Seriously, life or death, mate. You know my daughter's the most important thing in the world to me. Yeah, but I can't give her nice things if I'm not making any money. I'll be honest, I have another favour to ask you. Could you go and find me 5 lots of piranhas roe? It'll go great in the curry. It's only a stopgap, but it'll do until I'm back in the curry mood. Here's the other reason why I held off. The beta version, once again, requires something we need from the Bionis' leg region. Please, I need that Piranhax roe. Do it for power, not for me. Wait, did I say that once already? You can count on us, we'll get it done. Let's just... Why has Shulkin... I mean, it's okay that Shulkin Charles' affinity have reached green, but I'm hoping to get a affinity with Rhine up. Exactly, Shulk. Let's give it our all. Fortunately, I was right about my guess on Piranhaxes, and they're not being easy to find the roe or the fish. Basically, we're going back to the old-fashioned, just hunt them and basically skin them or whatever. No, it's gut and fillets and... Was it filleting your fish? I know you fleece a sheep, skin basically animals that have... Not... yeah. I'm not a hunter. I have no hunting experience, I'll just leave the terminology to the pros. It took a couple of attempts, but we finally managed to grab him this way. Also, I realized this in post-production, I totally forgot. You see this marker here? Basically what I'm changing colours. Go there and you'll find an NPC who's willing to trade the roes. Please, remember this. I'll cover it in the next episode or so. On a side note, Charlotte's initial endurance is unlocked. Oh, and that was the skill link, right. Yeah, can always... Oh yeah, Secret of Life's definitely useful for Charlotte. While Shulk doesn't really have any Ether arts, the Ether Assault skill does increase the effectiveness value for all Ether stuff, and healing is Ether, so... Yeah! Oh, here goes nothing. Oh, I hope we can just... Okay, it's changed. Yes! Destroyed! Ah. You would not believe how much trouble I often have trying to completely destroy a vision tag. Breaking's alright. But wiping out the enemy before the vision can come to pass is... And for a tough challenge comes a great reward. Sharla and Ryan have finally increased their affinity to the next stage. Not like I can skill link anything with either though. Regardless of affinity coin counts. I mean anything extra. Back in the colony 9 during the day. The bug's gone. My teacher's cheered up and he can concentrate on his work again. I'll make you a priceless work of art one day. You'll see. Good, it was our pleasure. Right, but make things better, a bit at a time. Couldn't agree more, Ryan. Now I think about it, you're actually... never mind. This is a reward from my teacher. Thanks for helping out. Meanwhile, with Giorgio... Oh, you got me the stuff I asked for. It smells real tasty. Now all I need is... about 3 pieces of juicy broccoli? It'll make my curry that much better. You don't mind, right? No, I do not at all. Oh, you got me the stuff I asked for. It smells real tasty. Now all I need is... Actually no, this is perfect. Thank you for not doing the rule of 3 on us. Now, there won't be anyone saying my curry is awful. Good, it was our pleasure. Right, it was well worth the effort. Now all I have to do is get myself back into expert cooking mode. The better my curry is, the more nice clothes I can buy for Paola. So it's time to get my groove back. Thanks for your help, guys. Anytime. More importantly, and this one's incredibly overdue, if you choose to make Kenny Rohan Jackson's teacher, pupil, speak to Giorgio between 9 and 12. So Kenny Rohan is a pupil now. Kenny's a real stand-up bloke. Not the best artist ever, sure. But his heart's in the right place. He really cares about all of us. That's a nice increase. Also, better family affinity. Yes, this will be fixed eventually. It just takes so long. Have to find a female friend that Charlotte can hang out with and As you can see, regardless of whichever option, Jackson's affinity with his sister Dorothy will still be on the same value. With that out of the way, let's have a chat with Kenny Rohan. The crowd by the residential district bridge has thinned lately. The mysterious light at which they used to gaze has vanished. But the question is, do you know why? I'm here to listen. Yeah, I'm a good listener at all. Only when it involves food. I can see you know little, but I won't reveal why. You should investigate it yourself. It doesn't sound like a really It does sound like a really interesting mystery. Whoops. Well said, boy. You have great potential. Collect information from the colony residents. You have an ambitious spirit. It will serve you well. Report to me once you discover the truth of this little mystery. You can count on us, we'll get it done. Yeah, we will sort this out. The reason why the reward is currently obscured from us is because this quest has 2 possible outcomes. First, we'll do Route A by speaking to Arnold. Gathering information about the mysterious light I see. You only need to take 1 look and the answer should be obvious. I'm here to listen. Yeah, I'm a good listener and all. Only when it involves food. You still don't know? Well, I'll be. How could you still not get it? Well, it won't do you any good if I just tell you the answer. How do I point you in the right direction? You should talk to a little girl in the residential district. She's only around during the day, though. Come back and see me after you've spoken to her. Putting 2 and 2 together makes it abundantly obvious he's referring to his daughter, Francois. Huh? You need to talk to me? Oh, the mysterious light. I wanted to see it too, but my mom said I couldn't go. Too bad it's gone now, but I think my dad knows more about it. If there's one saving grace about this quest chain, it's that you can get a decent amount of affinity. You spoke to her then? So what's the difference between now and when you spoke to her? We're not in control of Ryan, so... Oh, wait, what am I saying? Apparently I'm sharing one brain cell with Ryan. Like, they're literally the same answer, just... Exactly. It was an ether lamp. During the attack, some massive debris fell into the central plaza. It was blocking the way, so we pushed it into the water. And, as you have now realized, there was an ether lamp in the debris. It managed to stay lit, even underwater. But the ether must have run out, causing the light to fade. That's all I know. What you do with this information is up to you. Skip trail down here, because I'm lazy, and... So you think it was a broken ether lamp? Well, you are correct. You have solved the mystery. Take this prize in recognition of your excellent detective skills. By completing this hidden A route, we get the Bloody Roar. Its unique ability is HP Steal. At rank 3, at this rank it gives us a 12% chance that any auto attack dealt will recover a flat 50 hit points. Before we go on to the alternate branch, it's worth noting that, well, you'll see in a moment. So we know why the lamp went out. Now for the real issue. Should we fix it or not? If we fix it, all who found comfort in its glow will be pleased. Although, on the other hand, the light is really just a light. An accidental, albeit captivating distraction on the road to healing. I think sentiment and emotion are stopping them moving on. That's why I'm entrusting the decision to fix the lamp to you. I'm here to listen. Yep, If you do nothing, then the situation stays the same. The people will be forced to move on and overcome their pain. But if you fix the lamp, things will go back to how they were before. They will be distracted from their pain. For now, but not forever. The choice is yours, friends. As you'd imagine, this follow-up quest also has two branching paths. Here, take the ether cylinder. If you want to do nothing, then throw the cylinder off the bridge. If you want to fix it, go to see Arnold and ask him how to do it. Everything clear? You can count on us, we'll get it done. Now you say we'll get it done. We're basically just throwing it away. People deal with sadness in different ways. I'll throw away the cylinder. Forgive me. Oh, how dramatic. So you threw it away. You've not made the wrong choice. And now people won't be gathering there to admire it night after night. We'll all be looking to the future, instead of some lamp in the water. Good, it was our pleasure. That lamp provided people with brief comfort, but nothing more. There was no right answer, but I would call this a fine outcome. You say there was no right answer. Yeah, well, there's no denying that the iron armor does have some solid defenses, it's also slotless. Also, yeah. I mean, I got 2 strength up gems, but still. Actually, let's. Hold on, pile drivers runs best. Still, even compared to the pile drive, it's not worth it. Yeah, so that's the A route of both quests done. It's okay, but not super great. Let's go with the B side. Because B is better than A. Yeah, no, that was... Yeah, no, I felt a part of myself die too. For this alternate route, we're going to speak to Susanna first.
Oh yeah?
You want to solve the mystery behind the mysterious light? Right. Tongues haven't stopped wagging since it appeared, you know. But I haven't seen it yet. They say it's a fish, or maybe a ghost. But I don't believe them. Francois is the one who's actually seen it, so you should ask her.
Oh yeah?
You want to know about the mysterious light, you say? Yes, I went to go take a look at it the other night. I'm certain there was a fish that glowed like a firefly. It kept on spinning around in the same place. I'm sure its glow was the fish's way of calling its mate. It was very moving, you know. You know, I just remembered Dionysus saw it too. Why not talk to him? And now it's time for no one's favourite game. Guess whatever accent I'm gonna give Dionysus this time. You want to know about that glowing fish? Well, it's the talk of the colony. I can see why you're curious. But the question on everyone's lips is why it disappeared. Well, that fish is, in fact, the legendary firefly fish. Though it is called a fish, it usually can be seen circling the sky. But once every millennium or so it descends into the lake. Once deep enough underwater, it lays its eggs upon the lake's bed. We witnessed one of the rarest of nature's miracles at work. It's just a shame it's all over now. So you think it is the firefly fish that appears once in a millennium? I see. However, there's one small hole in your conclusion. There's no such thing as a firefly fish. Don't believe everything you hear. You should have asked an expert. It's simply a lamp. It was dumped with some debris from the attack. It stayed lit until all the ether ran out. I may be an artist, but I'm no fanciful dreamer. Idle fantasy is for young and old. And apparently gossiping housewives? Anyways, auto attack stealth. This is a really useful one. Aggro accumulated from auto attacks are reduced by 10%. At rank 2 it's not much, but it can definitely come in handy for characters like Shulk and Shala, who really shouldn't be drawing as much aggro as before. It's only minor, but it's still better than nothing. Continuing the conversation, so we know where the lamp went out. Now for the real issue. Should we fix it or not? Now before we jump back to nighttime and go with the alternate route, I just want to have a quick chat with Liliana. It was you who went and helped out that man for Rocco, wasn't it? Well, now I need a favour. It's for my mum. Now that she's dating that geeky man, I'm worried about her. Hey, look, we geeks may not look like much, but we still have feelings, you know? But naturally, this is understandable. I think she's forgetting Dad. The usual trouble is something wrong with you. Before Dad died, he told me this. If Mum is ever in trouble, look in the little cave on Agora shore. Dad must have left something important in that cave. I know it. You have to find it, or else Mum will forget all about Dad. So please, could you search for whatever my dad left in that cave? If you remember the people you've lost, they never really leave you. Yeah, exactly. That's why I'll never forget him. But I really want Mum to never forget him as well, so please. Please, find whatever's in that cave and show it to my mum. And, don't come back until you found it, okay? How passive-aggressive. You can count on us, we'll get it done. Going back to... Yes, we're fixing the ether lamp. Let's speak to Arnold. You want to fix the lamp? That's not going to be easy. You'll need an ether cylinder and 2 Crabble fixed parts. I can see you've already got the ether cylinder. You'll just need to get the Crabble fixed parts from junk Crabbles. Bring me the items and I'll fix it. I'm interested to get a look at the lamp anyway. I'm an idiot. I'm an absolute idiot. When they say junk Crabbles, I thought it was here at the Mekon Wreckage side and such. No! That's in an area we're about to experience in the story, but haven't reached yet. Oops. Yeah. Just so people can understand why I want to go with this B route, the reward you get from this is a unique rifle called the Ether Cluster. It has an agility up rank 3 slot on it, so... And being a rifle for Charlotte, it's not bad, not bad. Agility's always good. Again, I really should have... Yeah, I have no excuse for not fact-checking this. So, I was planning to have these three wrap up the episode, but I guess I'll just go with the two. Before we complete Liliana's sincere request, let's speak with Sesame. I said Sesame! Open Sesame or whatever. Here we go. And now for the final stage of my plan. You must know what our plan is by now. Come on! I'm here to listen. Now for the final stage of my plan. You must know what our plan is by now. Come on! I'm here to listen. Are you serious? You still haven't figured it out? You've done well to get this far, being as dense as you are. Just keep quiet and play along. This time I need you to defeat a monster. It might be my toughest task yet, but I think you're up to it. Besides, this is the final stage. And like they always say, all's well that ends well. Dark Miraculous appears near anti-air battery 3. This is exactly the kind of time it shows up. I'd head there now. All we need is for you to beat it. Don't let me down. Ooh! 4 Hearts of Affinity in one shot. That's pretty good. Best way towards Dark Miracle that I can recall is to go to either the Central Plaza or Residential Districts, jump on these barrels, and... I know I already showed you guys the way up here. Well, those of you who've watched every single episode. Please leave a comment if you skipped or not. It does help out a lot with the accursed YouTube algorithm. Anyways... Not a bad haul! Not a bad haul. Now then, back to Liliana's request. Before we continue, I strongly recommend decking out Ryan with as much HP, physical defense, and agility boosting stats as possible. Also a quick step or two. I also chose to put the Tank Garter on him because it's got some solid defenses. And it's actually his best weapon. By a huge margin. Well, apart from critical rate. Also, another trick worth noting. Have him in the front of the party. Reason for this? Our prize lies behind these guys! Now, I have saved before doing this, and also put the one Earth Cloak gem we have on Ryan, so things are going to get really hectic. This is always such a stressful endeavor. Just don't notice, please, don't notice. Shulk. I do not need this kind of pressure right now. And get out of dodge! You'll never take me alive! Rodriguez! If you're really quick, you might be able to just catch Sesame before he heads home. You beat it? Great going! While you were gone, I got almost everything ready. Now I just need you to head to the commercial district entrance. Then take a look at the street light. Right, just near there. Go on, it needs double checking. Then what? Then come back here. Kaboom! You come this far, might as well go the whole bang. Now go and check out that street light. Head to the light here, and... Too bad you came all this way for nothing. It's a trick! We have to put an end to Sesame's. Is he really a tyrant, though? What kind of tyranny is this? Oh, you're back. Hey, don't look at me like that. Just look up at the sky. Everything's so dark and gloomy these days. No one has anything happy to talk about. So we figured if we couldn't light up people's lives, and we did it with fireworks. Wait, only 3 though. Too bad, huh? Betty's husband makes gunpowder, so that's what she gave me. Then we asked Kenny Rohan to design the fireworks for us. Isn't it great when everyone's ready to club together like this? Oh good, it was our pleasure, yep. This is the first time we've really tried it, but it turned out great. We should all give ourselves a big pat on the back. What? You think I should have been clearer from the get-go? Ah, but that ain't no fun. Wanted to surprise everyone. That's why it all had to be tip-top secret. Now about your reward. That's right, I'm not about to let you leave empty-handed. I care about my friends and cohorts. Hey, don't look so surprised. Here you go. The attack stability might not be much, but I think the whole act of just cheering up the colony a bit is more than enough. Jumping back to the daytime quickly, after helping Sesame complete his plan, speak to Giorgio and... You saw the fireworks, right? I got to see it with my little girl. Just lucky timing. You should have seen her face though, she looked so happy. The whole colony did. Now the guy behind it was called Peanut or something? Yeah! Well, if I ever see the guy around, I'm treating him to some curry. And there's the confirmation that I finally decided to just cash out and buy a Pro Controller. Best investment I made. Worth the price, I can tell you that much. But then again, pretty much anything's better than Joy-Con Drift. Can I help you with something? Hold on. This is the recipe I gave my husband before we married. Oh, this takes me back. I remember the very day I gave it to him. He said he wanted to eat my cabbage parcels every day. So I went ahead and wrote down the recipe and gave it to him. That way he could make it himself anytime he liked, I said. He looked at me, dropped on one knee, took my hand and said, I am proposing to you, you silly nincompoop! I apologize to all French people and such cultures. The cabbage parcels were his way of saying he wanted to marry me. When we finished talking, I just burst out laughing. I see why Liliana's been worried recently, but I'll never forget him. But for my own child to do this, it makes me feel like a bad parent. Thank you for telling me about it. I should have realized sooner. Did it remind her of Dad? Yay! You're the best. Good, it was our pleasure. Yeah, it feels good to do a good deed. Thanks, thank you very much. Now we can get back to being a family again. And with that out of the way, give or take my being a goof, we've pretty much completed all the quests here in Colony 9 that have shown up as of late. Next time on Xenoblade Definitive Edition, we're heading back to the Bionic's leg. There's still a few little things we need to take care of before we head on with the story. See you then and have a good day.